how do I make more money online? Sign up as an Amazon seller, get your boxes, tape, labels, access to a printer, and then get Seller Amp. And you can go to local stores in your area, start scanning products and finding what you can sell at a profit on Amazon. You're simply boxing all the items up, shipping them into Amazon. All you need is a little bit of money and a little bit of time. People are always asking.
I am turning 33 in November and I have a $5 million net worth. Now, I didn't come from money, I didn't grow up with money, but I used my 20s to learn everything I could about money so that I could get rich. So in this series, I'm going to be teaching you guys the 33 money lessons that most people don't know so you can get rich too. And today we're going to be focusing on how to buy a stock. The first thing you need to know is investing isn't for the rich. It's quite literally how you get rich. It's how you turn small amounts of money into big amounts of money over time. And learning how to make money while you sleep is the only way to make sure that you don't work until you die. And no, I'm not talking about this infinite banking bullshit. Just ignore those videos. And I don't want you to be intimidated. I promise you, if you can learn to drive a car, you can learn to invest. This is so much easier than you think, and it can change everything for you. It changed my life. So the first thing that you're going to do is open an account with a brokerage. This is a company that gives you access to the stock market. The same way that you have a bank to do your daily transactions, you have a brokerage so that you can make your investing transactions. One of my favorites here in Canada is Wealthsimple, and no, this is not an app. I like it because the platform is really beginner friendly and super intuitive and easy to use. To open an account, all you would do is go ahead and click get started. Then you'd enter your email and your password and then some personal information similar to what it would be when you open a bank account. If you're in the US, I really like Vanguard or Fidelity, not Robinhood. If you're going to do self-directed investing, which I highly recommend because you will save a ton of money in fees, you would have two options. The first one would be going with a robo-advisor where you fill out a short questionnaire and they select investments for you. Or you could go in and select your own investments. It's a little bit cheaper, so you'll save more money in fees and you'll have more control over your portfolio and what you're doing. On Wealthsimple, the managed investing would be the robo-advisor and the stocks and ETFs would be when you select your own investment. Don't do crypto. After you've opened your account, the next step is to add the fund. You can do this by linking your bank account and then initiating a transfer, but don't make this mistake. Once the money is in the account, you are not done. The account is not the investment. Once you put the money in the account, you still need to choose the investment and then purchase it. If your money is just sitting in the account in cash, it is not growing. It's just losing money due to inflation. To actually buy the stock, you're going to search the short form name. This is called the ticker symbol. So for example, VFV. The example that I just showed you is an S&P 500 ETF. Basically, it's a collection of 500 of the biggest or best companies in America. And it's like a basket of stocks. Do not pick individual stocks. It's gambling. You are searching for a needle in a haystack. Stock pickers lose money. And we don't want to gamble with our money, right? We want to make money, not lose it. So instead, I buy investments called ETFs or index funds or asset allocation funds, which are baskets of investments. Instead of searching for the needle in the haystack, I just buy the whole haystack. And by buying the total haystack, I get to participate in the entire stock market, which has gone up on average 10% a year. So I actually have $71 sitting in my retirement account right now in cash. And I will use this money to go ahead and buy part of this investment. Now, this investment is actually $100 for one share, but I only have $71 in cash in my RRSP. So when I come down to order type, usually I do market buy, which means buying at the price it is right now. But instead, because I don't have this full amount within this account, I'm going to do a fractional buy. This means I'm going to buy a piece of the investment. But it allows me to buy the investment now instead of having to save up and wait till I have that $107 in the account. Then I would just put the value of the amount that I want to buy right now. So we're going to say $71. And then I'm literally just going to click buy. I'll go ahead and confirm my order. And that's it. You can see over the past 5 years, this investment has gone up over 60%. Investing has made me rich and I can't wait for you to get here too. If you want to learn more, we have a free investing masterclass on our website under freebies.
I feel like me getting paid dividends every single month is such a weird concept to people. You can get paid in dividends by just buying and holding dividend-paying stocks like Bank of Nova Scotia, Enbridge, and Fortis. And I get a lot of questions on how a dividend is paid. Like, where does that money go? I personally use Wealthsimple to invest. No, this is not sponsored. I have an investment account with Wealthsimple, specifically the tax-free savings account. In that account, I own stocks, again, like Bank of Nova Scotia, Enbridge, and Fortis. Once I buy those stocks, there is literally nothing else I need to do. When those companies send out dividend payments to their shareholders, like myself, it just goes straight into my Wealthsimple account as cash. You'll get an email from Wealthsimple and it says the cash proceeds from the dividend will be available to trade in your account within 2 business days. It goes straight into my tax-free savings account, and the company Enbridge paid me $54.18. Wealthsimple would just directly transfer that money into my tax-free savings account, just like how your job would directly deposit your money into your checkings account. Like this video and follow me for more financial content. And if you want to see all the stocks I own for free, go to the link in my bio.
How I have made $12,750 in the last 4 days. In the last 4 days. Now, don't get me wrong. When I first started affiliate marketing, I was making a couple $100, I was making $500, and it would fluctuate from day to day. As I've been consistent, as I've grown, as I've gotten more educated, as I've experimented more, the consistency and the growth just continues. So let's get into it. Step 1, what you're going to do is pick a niche. This means you're going to pick a topic that you are interested in. For reference, the top 3 topics in affiliate marketing are wealth, health, and relationships. These are the ones that people are most interested in. People always want to lose weight or look better. People always want more money, and people always want a thriving relationship. That's just common sense. You can do other things like pets, beauty, architecture, landscaping, absolutely. But the top 3 are wealth, health, and relationships. You're going to pick one of those. You're going to pick something you're passionate about, or you're interested in talking about, or you're interested in researching and promoting and X, Y, and 2. You're going to go to Google. You're going to research, let's say, health. You're going to say high ticket health affiliate programs. You're going to see what the top programs are. You're going to see what the top offers are. You're going to see what the top gravity score is. You're going to see, for reference, gravity score is how many people are promoting this product. Is it being promoted a lot? Is it being not promoted a lot? You want to find a program that is going to pay you at least a 30% commission, minimum. There are a lot of products and programs out there that are paying upwards of 50. Do some research, see what you can find. There are websites like Digistore24, ClickBank, MaxWeb, CJ. All of these it's like a hub for affiliate products and programs. It's like a all-in-one where you can just scroll through their affiliate marketplace and look at products in a bunch of different niches. That's how you will research and find products. 3, then you're going to find a high ticket offer or a high ticket promoting product or a high commission promoting product, whatever way you want to word it. You're going to find one. You're going to find that specific affiliate link. You're going to copy that link. You can promote this link in so many different ways, from blogs to social media to Pinterest to paid advertising to email marketing. There are different avenues you can take it. It's dependent upon if you want to show your face, you want to have an audience, you want to speak to the camera. Obviously, engaging in an audience and creating a social media platform does well, but you can do paid advertising and monetize it that way as well. It's not one or the other. There are so many different ways to push your affiliate links out there. It does not have to be just creating social media content. You can do it without showing your face. You can create videos on Canva, put quotes on them, and once you get to 1,000 followers, you throw your affiliate link in your bio. It just depends on the route you want to take. Or try them all. Try them all and see how much traffic you get. Point is, this is exactly what I have done. I have found high ticket offers, promoted them, created ads, email marketing, paid advertising, social media content. I'm doing literally all of it because I'm trying to drive as much traffic as I can to these affiliate links to then maximize the income generation, which has now brought me $12,750 in the last 4 days. So if you want to know more, drop your questions below. And if you are interested in affiliate marketing, send me a DM. If you're wanting to join me, then I will happily answer all of your questions.
This is how much I made on week 20 doing strictly side hustles. So last week I made $7,539, and here is a full breakdown. I literally cannot, but I did save the best for last, of course. Starting off with Rover dog walking, I made $300, and this was from keeping the 2 hamsters at my house. They're not actually hamsters, they're corgis, but they look like hamsters. And this is lower than normal because I recently lowered my prices to get more requests, so that's why. But next up is TrueCoin, an affiliate marketing course. I made $402. From my own digital products, I made $714. From Clickly email marketing, I made $1,095. From my survey apps, I made $1,549, and both of these are mainly from referrals. But finally, with master resale rights, I made $3,479. But yeah, that's where all of this money has come from. As always, everything that I did just mention is in my bio, including my master resale rights website. But I just kind of want to end this all by saying that I am so grateful, more than words can express, and I only share this to inspire people and show what could be possible if you start something like this. And no, these are not the results that everyone is going to see, but honestly, these aren't the results that I thought I was going to see either. So there's really no telling if this is possible for you too, unless you just throw yourself into it. So don't wait to start.
I have $1,000 and I want it to grow. What do I do? The first thing you're going to do is set up an account with a low or no fee brokerage like these. Okay, but there's so many accounts to choose from, I don't know what to pick. The main difference between the accounts is how taxes are treated on the money that you make and the money you deposit, and when you can access the money. So the first step is to define your goal and then pick the account where you will pay the least amount in tax. These are some options. Okay, and then the account makes me rich? No. Once you deposit the money into the account, you are not done. This is a huge mistake that I see a lot of people make. Okay, if the account doesn't grow the money, then what does? The investments you buy with the money inside the account. Okay, so what do I do? Just like pick stocks and companies that I know or like? No, that's a horrible strategy. Just because you know of a company doesn't mean it's doing well financially or will continue to do well in the future. So then, stock picking is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. No one knows what companies, what industries, or what countries are going to do best in the future. Okay, no one has a crystal ball, got it. So instead of gambling and trying to pick the right needle, just buy the whole haystack. Okay, how do I do that? You can do something really simple called the 3-fund portfolio that was popularized by John Bogle. You would have a US total market ETF, an international ETF, and a bonds ETF. What's an ETF? It's an exchange traded fund. Basically, it's like a basket of stocks. Here are some examples. Okay, and then what? Then you could add in something like a dividend ETF or a REIT ETF if you wanted to for passive income. Basically, those companies will share their profits with you and the money will just show up inside your account. Okay, but how do I get the money for my other ETFs? Over time, the value of what you bought will go up. The market on average returns 10% a year. Over time, your money will make free money, and that free money will make free money, and that's where compound interest kicks in and grows your account while you sleep. Then when you're ready, you sell off some of those investments and use them to cover your lifestyle expenses. Basically, once I set it up, it just does all the work for me. Yes, by learning how to invest, I became financially free in my 30s and now make over $100,000 a year in passive income. Oh my God, how do I learn more? Well, you can sign up for our free 30 days to 100K challenge where I teach you how to build your first 6-figure bank account. Link in bio.
I'm going to walk you through step by step how to invest in the S&P 500 on Wealthsimple. Okay, this is the homepage of Wealthsimple. Click on the magnifying glass at the bottom. Then you'll be able to search for whichever ETF you want to buy. This is the one that I buy personally. It's the Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF. Once you click on it, this is the price of each share, and then you can just hit buy at the bottom. Then I'll ask you which account you want to buy this ETF in. I buy all my stocks and ETFs in my tax-free savings account. It is a very tax-efficient account. Then I'll ask you how many shares you want to buy. Wealthsimple tells you the price of each share and the estimated cost of 2 shares, and then how much money you have. And just press continue, and it'll give you this disclosure. Read it, and then hit next page. And then another disclosure. Again, read it, hit continue, and then Wealthsimple sends your order in, and then you should receive an email saying that your order has been filled. I repeat this process once a month, every single month. You need to start investing and you know it, and if you want to download Wealthsimple, you know where the link is, and no, this is not sponsored. If you guys want to see everything I invest in and get live notifications on whenever I buy stocks for free, you know where the link is. Also, like this video and follow me on Instagram for more financial content.
We're gonna build our wealth in 2024, so this is how we're gonna do it. If you're new here, my name is Lillian. I help level up your career and finances, so if that interests you, make sure to drop a follow. First is to open a high-yield savings account and start an emergency fund because you never know when emergencies will arise. I would say start with a small goal like $500 or $1,000, and once you get the ball moving, try to aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. Second is to pay yourself first because your future self will thank you. This means that when you get paid, to set aside a certain amount of money into your savings or investment accounts before you spend it. And if you do this consistently, the small bits will really add up over time. Third is to make a plan to pay off your debts, because saving a ton of money beyond your emergency fund will not do anything if you have debts that have higher interest rates than your actual savings. There are 2 main methods to do this. One is the snowball method and one is the avalanche method. One method is paying off the smaller balances first, while the other one is paying off the highest loan interest debt first. Fifth is to keep track of your expenses and your finances in general. There's a saying that if you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $100,000. So regardless of what your income is, you gotta keep track of where your money is going. I made a tracker for you guys that over 700 people are using that you can find in my link in bio available for download. And lastly, remember to keep educating yourself and keep yourself informed. I like reading books, watching YouTube videos, and reading podcasts about personal finance, so I'm always improving my knowledge.
How do you make money as an investor? The people who don't know think the way you do it is by buying good assets, a good building, stock in a good company, or something like that. That is not the secret for success. The secret for success in investing is buying things for less than they're worth. Because what determines the success of an investor is not what he buys, but what he pays for it. And if you buy a high quality asset, but you overpay for it, you're in big trouble. You can buy a very low quality asset, but if you pay less than it's worth, chances are you're going to make money.
If I were to start over with investing, then these are the 3 things I would only invest in as a complete beginner, coming from a 36-year-old former public school teacher with a net worth of $2 to $3 million. Feel free to save this video for later for reference. First, I wouldn't invest in meme stocks, individual companies, IPOs, or even cryptocurrencies because it's way too volatile. Instead, I would invest in ETFs that track the S&P 500 or the top 500 companies in the United States like SPY. Here are some other alternatives that are also good too. Next, because I'm young, I would invest in ETFs that track technology companies like QQQ, which tracks the NASDAQ 100 or the top 100 technology companies in the United States. There's usually a lot of volatility in this ETF, but in the long term, there's a lot of potential for growth. Next is SCHD, which is a dividend-paying ETF. This is a little bit more on the boring side, but I do like getting consistent income every quarter. As a beginner investor, I would keep things super simple and not overcomplicate things. Follow to see my next video where I'll talk about some individual companies that I'll be investing in. I hope this helps.
If you are broke, you should not be investing in stocks and real estate. Stocks and real estate is the slowest way to get rich unless you are trading or flipping houses. But if you are working a job and you're trying to find a way to get rich, investing in stocks and real estate will never do it for you because it's going to be way too slow and you're not going to get rich until you're 40. You need to be investing your money into learning skills that will help you make more money. Because once you start to make 100 grand a year or 200 grand a year, then you can start to invest in stocks and real estate. And that's when you'll start to see some returns that you could live off of.
So I want to be real about investing and like what it actually looks like for a real person with a normal life and like a normal salary, because all you see on TikTok, Instagram, social media, especially from people who started investing and then actually got really lucky with it, is they learned about it early and therefore funneled loads of money into it, and now they have portfolios of like, I think anything upwards of like 20 to 30k in your early 20s in investments is not so realistic in terms of, okay, I can do that. Because that's what I thought. And you know what, when I actually first started investing, I did it at 24 and I literally put, I think 25 or 50 pounds into a stocks and shares ISA, and it was actually the wrong ISA. Well, it wasn't the wrong one, but it was on a platform that I ended up not wanting it to be on. So then to move it across to a new platform, I ended up losing money. But realistically, like I did that at 24 and my investment portfolio now is about like 16k. So it's taken like 4.5 years to get to that amount. And that's something that I've stuck at because I know that sticking at it and starting, well, as early as I did at 24 is gonna give me more like compound interest when I'm older. And then there's the whole area of investments, which is really scary when you think about like, okay, dividends, taking it out. Okay, so when the compound interest like makes it grow, what do you do with it? Like, do you just take it out when you're happy to take it out? Like, there's so many questions around investing that I think that are unanswered, but apply and probably stop you from wanting to actually go ahead and invest into a stocks and shares ISA in the first place. But I just want this to be a message to anyone listening that thinks like, oh, investing will only be for me when I'm able to max out like the ISA limit or put 20 to 30 to 40k in there. No. For me, it was a lesson to be like, okay, I need to just get into the habit, like the actual habit of transferring like a certain percentage of my salary into a stocks and shares ISA, and also making sure that the percentage of money that I was transferring into the stocks and shares ISA was money that I was happy to have like locked away for a number of years. If you feel like investing is just completely not for you or just unreachable right now, please don't. I am nowhere near like my goal amount of money in my investment accounts, and getting started at 24 with £50 has got me to where I am now with about like 15-16 in there now.
Dropshipping is dead. No, dropshipping is so alive that there's so many people trying to compete for that space. So in order for you to compete, instead of being a little bitch, get really good. The ones in the market that win are the best. Winners win and losers lose. So if you're not making money in dropshipping, bro, newsflash, people are still buying.
Yeah.
I made $502 overnight. When I woke up this morning, I checked my emails and I had $502 worth of payments into my account. And there is no secret here. I'll tell you that for free. Like, there is no secret. What has got me to the point of being able to set up a sustainable passive income is putting in the work to set up your systems and invest in my education to get to the point of being able to have things run along in the background without me actually having to physically be there to earn the money. I cannot stress to you that working smarter and not harder is the way forward. Like, this is coming from someone who used to work 70 hours a week with 3 jobs. It is not a flex to be burnt out and have no time to spend filling up your cup. And there is no secret here. It is literally putting in the work to set these things up. Like, that's the difference between the ones that succeed and can do it and the ones that don't. You actually have to do the thing. Like, I had the wickedest client call the other day, and like I was saying to her, the fact that you're here having this discussion with me, like, do the thing. You have to put in the work, set the stand store up, create your digital product, start posting content on social media. I don't feel like rolling up on social media every day, but I do, because that's what I have to do to work towards the life I want to lead. I don't want to be working 70 hours a week. I don't want to be working 3 different jobs. I want enough money to be happy and sustained, and I want to be able to enjoy my time. It's as simple as that. Do the thing. I have so many resources in my stand store. If you're wondering, DM me on Instagram with any questions you have. Even if you only want to earn, $200-300 extra a week, I've got my side hustle starter kit in my bio for $5. Like, just get yourself started, do the thing. You too can be doing this. There is no secret recipe, I promise you.